Hi, hello, and welcome to the next episode of The Chaos That Is My Life. I'm joking, sort of. No, really. Hey, hi, hello, and welcome to Lo's Little Budget. My name is Lo, and this is my cash budgeting, debt payoff, and all the other things channel. Yeah, welcome to the chaos that is my life. It is Halloween. I am just getting myself organised. Payday should have been Tuesday. It was not. I was finally paid on Thursday, so just the 2 days late this month. It is beyond a problem. I am trying to find something different. The problem is I'm good at my job. I love my job. My job specifically isn't the problem. The powers that be are. But yeah, so it's Halloween. I worked my third job yesterday for the first time in about a month, so I do have a bit of additional cash to stuff today. Today is going to be a bit of a chaotic one. It's sort of a little bit of everything. So yeah, I was paid yesterday. I was going to do a payday routine video, but because everything was paid late, it sort of just thrown me off a little bit, so I'm not going to be doing that. But everything that I need to pay out has been paid out. I've sent money to my husband. My daughter's cheer is in its pot, ready to go out. It doesn't go out until sort of the 5th of the month. My son's football has been paid. My 2 loans are in their pots, earning interest, ready for them to go out a bit later in the month. Top tip, and I do this intentionally, I don't have my bills go out at the same time that I'm due to be paid, specifically for this reason. So everything sits in pots, and a few pennies in interest, ready to go out on their due days. And I don't have all of my bills go out on one day either. I spread all of my bills out throughout the month. Obviously, this channel is specifically for my debt and my payoff and the money that I receive. There's 4 of us in the house. There's myself, my husband, and the 2 children. This isn't joint finances. This is just my own finances. So I send money to my husband every month to contribute towards their household. I cover our children's clubs, one of which is particularly expensive. My daughter's cheer at the moment is £200 a month. And I cover, we are in Turkey again with a family friend in February, and I am also paying the money for that. So that takes up the majority of my wage. Actually, let's break it down quickly. Let's do it. I said this would be chaotic. So I was paid £1,134. So £300 of that goes straight to my husband. £200 of that goes towards Turkey. £200 of that goes towards cheer. I then pay £30 for my son's football, 108 for my first loan, 118 for my second loan, and I also do the kids' pocket money at £40 combined for the month, so they get £20 each for the month. With our children's pocket money, we do have the expectation every month that 25% of their pocket money goes away for when they're older. So they have pots that will become children's ISAs. I am just trying to find the best children's ISA at the moment. So if anybody has any recommendations for them, I will happily take those. I then take £40 of my wages for mini Mondays for throughout the month. And it doesn't leave me with very much left over from that. But I do also have a second business, or I have a business as well. It used to be my full-time income. That business will be linked in the comments below if anybody wants to go and have a look at that. It is an Etsy shop. And then I do this third job as well. So I will have other income that comes in throughout the month as well. And that sort of gets me through the month, if that makes sense. So I'll sort of do bits of food shopping and that sort of thing out of there. My income is so incredibly variable that it does make it really hard to budget. But it is what it is, and we make do. I'm in a lot better position now than what I was in February when I started that. So yeah, so we're just keeping going forward. I've got rid of all of the credit card debt. Most of it. I've got a little bit left. Because I moved everything to loans instead, so that my debt has an end date. Yeah, and we're moving forward with that. We're in a much better position financially now than I was, sort of 8 months ago when I started this journey, to the point where I actually did a month end for the first time this month as well. And I don't normally do that. I just did a little count up of what was in my binders. And I know it's such a tiny amount compared to other people, but it's such a big amount compared to what I was at. Like, I was finishing every month in the minus numbers. So to not be in the minus now just feels so much better. So I will share it with you. So my October end that I counted up yesterday, I'm not including Christmas in this, mostly because I don't save for Christmas until the end of the year. Most of my Christmas spending comes out of what I earn from my Etsy shop over the next couple of months. So it's going to come in and go straight out, essentially. I'm going to change how I do Christmas slightly next year if I can. But we do have a lot of cheer travel next year as well. So, yeah, we'll see how we balance out. But so from my other binders, we have ended October with £29 in the Mini Mondays binder. We've got £8 in the month ahead binder, which we have just restarted again. So literally restarted that last week. There is £226 in the cheer binder. Now, £65 of this will go out in the start of November, because that's the last part of the membership fees for the season. And then the rest of this will be going towards travel. We are going to Germany next year with her and her travel team, and we have to have accommodation booked and proof shown for that by the end of December. So this will be going towards this. Now, I am going to state here as well, so I do have one credit card. It has a 0% interest on purchases on it intentionally for this. Now, I will put as much cash towards this as I physically can, so that we are putting only a very limited amount on the credit card, but is an intentional 0% purchase one, so that we can get it paid off as quickly as we can as well. And this is why we have this specific cheer binder, but those things have to be booked. We're not going until May, but they have to be booked by the end of the year. We have £10 in the adventure binder, and we also have £8.80 in our little investments pot. So my investments pot is just a little Monzo one, and I use the roundups, and my roundups go straight into there, which means that we've got £281.80, which is really lovely to see. And again, I know it's tiny compared to other people, but this isn't other people's journey, it's my journey. And that was the point of doing this, is to keep myself accountable. Would I love to get this channel to a point where it's monetized, so I've got a bit of extra income coming from it? Yes, absolutely. I've always said that from the start. It's taken its time. I think I'm still working towards my first 100 subscribers, and I started this channel in February. But again, everybody's journeys are their own. But yeah, so to have that pot sitting there, and again, if we needed to empty everything because we had another, a big emergency come up, absolutely these would be emptied, but I'm hoping that that's not going to be the case. The emergency fund, the intention is to get that to at least £1,000, but again, it's going to be a slow burn, and I'm aware of that. That's just what my income is. Yeah, I'm doing everything that I can to make sure that I've got extra income coming in. Like my husband's income covers the majority of the household. We do get a teeny tiny, and I do mean teeny tiny, amount in universal credit. It's not very much. We're not entitled to anything like rent discounts or anything like that. And we pay full rent. I've just lost my brain. But yes, so the emergency fund, I'd like to get to £1,000, and I am doing what I can to try and build that up and get additional. I'm trying to build the second business back up. I'm trying to build the business that comes with this back up, but things take time. I'm aware of that, and that's okay. Just bear with me a second, because I think my children are having a bit of a Barney. I'm back. They weren't actually fighting. It just sounded like they were. Right, so where were we? So that was month end. So I might actually start tracking this from now on. Like, these figures are probably going to go up and down drastically, but yeah. So like I was saying, I do come from a place of a variable income, and it's so massively variable as well that it is difficult to budget. But we are doing what we can. We've started. We're sort of 8 months into this journey now, and we are making progress. And that's the best thing that can happen. So now we're going to get into some cash stuffing. So I have got cash to go into 3 different places today. Like I said, I worked my additional job yesterday, so I've got some cash to stuff because of that. So we are going to do that first. That is going into, so there's £30 to go into the adventure binder now. I think I might only have the one tracker in here. This hasn't been topped up in so long. Yeah, like I don't even know the last time that I topped this up. It was just after we came back from Devon, I think, so September. Which, again, like, we're just about in November, but it's weeks since this has had anything in it at all because it just hasn't been there to pop into it. Oh no, I do have the 2 trackers in. So we are off to Devon for a long weekend in December. It is both my husband's and my birthday that week. So, yeah, so we're going down to our favourite place for the weekend rather than doing birthday presents and that sort of thing for each other or Christmas. Hubs and I aren't doing Christmas for each other this year. We're just going to pop some money into premium bonds instead. So I only have the 2 trackers in this binder because, again, just going for a weekend. I'd like to get £100 in here for that weekend if I can. And we'll see how close we get to it. So £30 to go in. I've just got the arcade tracker in this one, so I'm just going to put 10 in this one and 20 in the other. So So 10 into that one. How are you guys? It's 20 in that one in total now. How has your week been? Are you out celebrating the season tonight? My daughter in particular is really looking forward to it and has decided that actually she prefers Halloween over Christmas. So yeah, we shall be out. We always go out trick-or-treating with the kids and their cousins. I never went trick-or-treating as a child. I wasn't allowed to. My family didn't celebrate. Yeah, what about you guys? Let me know in the comments what you are doing and what, if you've got young children who are going out and dressing up, what are they dressing up as? It will come to no surprise to anybody that one of my children is going as a character from K-pop Demon Hunters. I think that might be the costume of the season this year. Right, there we go. That is £20 into there. So that is a nice little boost for the adventure pot. Hopefully I will be doing some more hours in the job that pays towards this over the next month, but we will see. Right, next. So the other £30 from that job is going into the Christmas binder. Everything is all organised because I was supposed to film last night and then things got a little bit chaotic here. We had no internet at the end of last week. We've had the new router out and it meant resetting everything up, and it caused a bit of a problem with the Alexas. Yeah, so that was fun. We don't have Alexas that control lights and that sort of stuff. They are literally just the Alexas that live in the bedrooms, but we play a lot of music off them. Like when I was looking yesterday, I think we've streamed like 16,500 songs this year. So there's quite often music on in this house, or the kids use it for Audible, and that sort of thing. So yeah, it's been a bit of a, yeah, trying to get all that all set back up. Right, so we've got £30 to go into Christmas. So let's do some on the word search. again, we're not counting Christmas in our savings challenges. I think there's £28 in here currently. I have bought a couple of Christmas presents out of the money that I'd already saved for it. But yeah, hang on, I think there's another child in need of me. It was, he came to show me his pumpkin that is carved. Right, so let's put some into the word search saver. So let's, oh right, I can find Christmas to start with. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, £9 to go into there, or should we just put as much of it in as we can? Let's just stick to working on the one, shall we? So 9. And there is Snowflake, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Excuse me, I'm going to... 18, 19, 20, okay, right, if we can find Santa and Snowman, then we can just put the full £30 into here. Right, Santa is here. And Snowman, if we can find him, and that just allows us to put yeah, the full £30 into here rather than messing around. I am going to try and start Christmas earlier in the year next year, but we'll see how things go. I made this challenge. I cannot find Snowman. I know they're definitely all in there. Oh, just found him. I'm normally really good at word search as well. Okay, so that's another £30 into Christmas. Not in the most interesting way. Sorry, not sorry. But it is in there. And then the last money that we have to go in is we have some more money to go into the emergency fund. Now, this has come from 2 different places. I am part of the Askable community, and £30 of this, 20 £20 of this has come from surveys on there, and then £20 of this has come out of wages. I will be trying to make sure that I put money out of wages every time that I get paid, but again, some months it's probably not going to be viable to do, and I'll have to do it from Etsy funds or additional job. But yeah, we'll see how we go. We need to get as much into this as we possibly can. So we've got £40 in placeholders and in cash. I have set up like a coin exchange for this. The butterfly placeholders will be available to purchase with the cash, like with the envelope that comes with it as well. But I have had to use placeholders for this. I do like using pound coins because the binder, like the wallets that I've got for these, aren't very big. So they don't hold the pound coins. They're pretty, really pretty, with this like scalloped border, but they just don't hold pound coins. So yeah, so we've got £40 to go in here. So let's put a little bit in a couple, shall we? Right, let's put £20 of it. Here come my children up the stairs again, like a herd of elephants. £20 straight into The Sky is the Limit. So we're going to go with this Cosmonaut. And that is £20 in there. So the aim of this binder, you can probably hear my dog whining in the background as well. He's fine. Sometimes he's just a bit needy and he's not allowed upstairs. So the aim of this binder, some of these challenges are sort of going to be feeder challenges. So I'm looking to save £500 to start with and then a second £500. But I will save the £500 using the first few challenges, and then they'll feed into the bigger ones. So like I've got this one here is just £10 by saving £1 at a time, because I know there will be weeks where I've got odd pounds, and then the £10 from this will feed into sort of half of one of these icons, because they're £20 each. And then when this is complete, the 100 will feed into the big butterfly at the end. which saves 500 by colouring all the little bits of the butterfly in. It's a bit of a convoluted way of doing it, but I'm okay with that. It's just what works for me. I need quick wins, especially because my income is so small, so the quick wins work better for me. Right, and then let's put £10 into Piggy Pounds. So that is one of the pigs with the pennies as well. I really lost my brain just then, honestly. So we'll pop £10 into there. So that should be 15 saved in this one altogether. I'm just trying to work out. I definitely ticked a pig and it was there in the binder a minute ago, and all of a sudden it's not. So let's just retick it. I do not know what happened there. Oh, if anyone saw what happened, let me know in the comments. So that is Piggy Pennies, or Piggy Pounds, whichever way around. I'm not going to do Candied Cash today, so we've got £10 left that's going to go into a Honeycomb Home. This is another one that will be available individually in my Etsy shop shortly. This one will have some, for everybody else it will be a scratch off. I find it easier to not do the scratch offs. I cheat a lot with scratch offs if I don't have the cash there that I like, if the amounts that I need don't come in. Right, bear with me because my children are shouting for each other again. Not at each other, for each other. Today is chaos, honestly, even more than usual. So we've got £10 to go in, so we'll just do 2 5s because I realised when I was filming this last week that I didn't put any £2 on this, and I probably should have done. So actually let's just do a B. B's are £10, so that's £10 into there. Oh no! Okay. Oh, okay. Whatever pen I used last week clearly wasn't permanent, because it's happened on this one as well. Okay, so there's a £3 on this one. I told you it was chaos. A £3 that had already been done as well. Honestly, what is my life right now? Okay, so that is another £10 into a Honeycomb Home. And that is all of the cash that I have got to stuff today, I think. Yeah, that's all of the cash that we've got to stuff today. So that will be it for me. I'm so sorry that this is so chaotic, but welcome to a peek into my life. My life is naturally this chaotic. Yeah, if you have got all the way to the end of this video, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. If you could take 2 seconds to hit that thumbs up button, and even better to hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. I do try and post videos a couple of times a week just to help keep me accountable on this journey that I am on. It is going to be a long one. But yeah, that is it for me. I will see you in the next one. Thank you. Goodbye.